Hello, this is Mark with CQ Simple. This is a end user guide for the call panel. The call panel is the soft phone for the SimplyHosted Plus platform. It is accessed via your computer, either at home or at work, on vacation, or just about anywhere you've got internet access, to be able to access voicemail, to make and take phone calls, to chat with other users, to share files, and or video conferencing. First of all, I'd like to talk about how to access the call panel. Your access will begin with an email which you will receive. It will have information on just your specific user account. It will have a user first name, last name. You'll have a unique username. Remember that username. You'll need to use it in just a second. It will provide your extension number. It's also going to provide a way for you to provision or to register your mobile app. So you can also have a mobile app on your cell phone. And so if you download the Clearly Anywhere app for your phone and then use your camera on this QR code, it will automatically make your mobile app the proper extension. But at the bottom, you're going to see a link. That link is your login page to the phone system, your login page to the call panel. It's going to take you to something that looks similar to this depending on your location in the country. It might look just a little bit different. What you're going to want to do is go to this page and press Forgot Password. Scroll down, enter the username in that email, and press Send. It's going to send you a link to change your password. We've all changed passwords before. Follow the procedures. You're then going to come back to the same page, use the username that you were given and the password which you created or quote-unquote recovered, and then sign in. When you do that, it's going to take you to something that looks like this. So this is your call panel. It shows you the extensions or the other users on the phone system. This is customizable. So if you want to move cards around, you can. If you want to hide certain cards, you can. If you change your mind, if you expand this, you simply can add that user back in. There are a couple different ways to see it: large, medium, and small, depending on how many extensions you'd like to see. You get a bit more information from the large. Obviously the smaller gives you less information, but you can fit more extensions on your screen. I want to show you at this page right here, you can see you've got two icons on the left and the right by the name. On the left, green indicates that that person has a phone registered. It could be the call panel, which is this. It could be the mobile app, or it could be an actual physical desk phone. Or multiple. Gray indicates that they do not have any of those three. Red indicates that that person is either on the phone or they've placed themselves in Do Not Disturb. If you call someone either in red or gray, it will go to voicemail. On the right, you can see we've got chat bubble. That just indicates whether that person is available for communication via chat. Green indicates that yes, they're available, and they will see your chat message. It'll pop up on their screen. Gray indicates that they are not logged into the call panel. That's where they see chat messages. They can set it to other besides available or offline. In the upper right, if you click here, then click here, you can set it to away, you can set busy, you can even add custom messages so that people can see that, hey, you're online, but you're on vacation. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. But that is a way that you can stay in better touch with your colleagues. So I'm going to go ahead and make this large again and expand it. To make phone calls between users, simply press the blue phone, and then that would call that user. You can press the chat message, and that will chat with the user, where you can share files and basically interact with that user without necessarily calling them. The blue number by the tape recorder indicates how many unlistened to voicemails that person has. The first thing you're probably interested in doing is how to use this to make a phone call out. I already talked about how to call users. If you want to make a phone call out, click on the phone in the upper right hand corner, and you can dial directly from the keypad of your computer. If you want to have your own dial pad, this does have a dial pad here for you. You can call voicemail. You can also access your contacts. Click to dial contacts, both public and private. And then you've got your call history. So you can call people back that have called you. So to make an outbound phone call, click the phone in the upper right hand corner, dial the phone number, and press send. The call panel will sense any headset that is connected to your computer, and it should automatically route sound there if you're making a phone call. All right, let's take a little bit of a look at what does it look like when a call comes into the phone system if you're logged in. So you can see you've got a call here. You can reject it or you can answer it. Once you answer it, you can see you've got a variety of options here. Put them on hold. You can mute yourself. You can park the caller. Parking the caller is great if they're hoping to speak to somebody else. Right. So the other thing you can do is to transfer it. So if we call, let's do another test call here. Right. You can click on the transfer button, and then if you click here, you're going to see all the other users. So if I wanted to send this to Andrew, I simply click on Andrew and then send the call. I can send it here, and there goes the phone call. I can get rid of that, or I can choose somebody else. If I type as an extension 1003, I can go directly to Andrew, or I can go to his voicemail. So this would go straight to his voicemail without ringing his phone. Get rid of that. Now, parking a call is a great way to give that call to another user on your system. They can pick up that call from park, and then it kind of shows them how long they've been parked there. If you're recording phone calls or not recording phone calls, you do have that ability to change that here as well. Right. So let's go ahead and continue working our way over here. So we've got our users, we talked about that. The next is your chat. This is where you can have messages between users, direct messages. So if you wanted to chat with Ed down here at the bottom, you can type your message, you can share files, and then kind of go back and forth. You can have public channels here. So this would be multiple people chatting together, sharing files together. Public channels would mean that any user could search for sales and then join or find this group. Public channel would mean that if someone did a search, they would not find it. And you can create a channel simply by pressing the pencil in the upper right hand corner. Moving our way across, the system also has queues. Queues are what you call in your fourth in line, your third in line, your second in line. This is going to show you information on your queues, how long people are on hold for. Not every user uses queues, but if you are using queues, you will see information here. Every user receives their own conference bridge capable of up to 15 users or 15 members. If you want to bring somebody into your conference bridge, you press the invite button, you type their phone number, and the system will call them and bring them into the conference bridge. You also have video conferencing. Every customer has 2 conference bridges that they can share between users, and they can add more if you would like. Here's where you're going to find your parking. This is where when you park a call, you will see them in here. You're going to see how long they've been in park, and you can pick them up directly using this button right here. I don't have anybody in park. If I did, I would be able to pick them up from this button. This is your voicemail area. This is going to show you all of your voicemails. You can listen to them directly from this. If you are using transcription, you can press on the transcription button and read it. You can call the person back directly from voicemail. You can transfer this to another user. Or if you want to get rid of it, you simply can delete that voicemail message. You also have the ability to change your own personal voicemail settings and change your greetings through the call panel. In the upper left, you're going to see your settings icon. If you open that up, you're going to see some information about your voicemail, and you can change this here. So if you want to change your voicemail PIN, if you have a desk phone and you press the envelope and it asks you for a password, it's asking you for this number right here. You can see it's long. So you could trim this down to something that's more familiar to you. So now when you press the envelope key on your phone and it asks you for your PIN, 7556. You can change the email address to which voicemails get sent, along with changing a few other settings. You also can change your greetings directly from the call panel, either by using your headset, uploading a previous greeting, or you can actually use text-to-speech. So you can type in your voicemail message or name, and the system will create a audio recording for you. So if you don't want to record your own busy message, you can go to text-to-speech, type it, I can't make it to the phone, please leave a message, and the system will create an audio message for you in the voice that you choose. Working our way across, you've got call history. Call history just shows you calls that have gone to and from your phone. You can call people back directly from call history. You've got contacts, both public and private, click to dial. You have announcements. Announcements are not going to show for every user, but this is where you can change various greetings on your phone system. The last thing I'd like to show you is this icon right here. If I click on it and then click on my settings cog, this is where you can change some information about your phone, whether you want to forward your phone, type in a number, whether you want to put yourself in Do Not Disturb. You can put yourself in Do Not Disturb. You can turn it off here. Call waiting. You've got a variety of other things, blacklisted phone numbers. If you want to block people from calling you, you can do that here. And then you have some other information. Let's just say you need to re-provision your Clearly Anywhere app. Simply take a picture, use your camera, and you've got a QR code here for your Clearly Anywhere app. And some other items, whether it's emergency settings, notifications, volume, click to dial. All right, these are all things that you have the ability to change on your own extension within the call panel. If I go back to the users here, this is probably going to be a screen you're mainly going to be at. This is where you're going to see calls come into the system. This is where you're going to transfer phone calls and then call and chat with other users. If you have any questions, as always, contact CQ Simple. I hope you have a great day.